expect a chance of thunderstorms on Friday and Saturday, and on Sunday, expect fair skies.
Welcome back. It's 10 minutes before the hour, and that means it's time for your tropical update. Let's check in with our hurricane expert, Dr. Steve Lyons. And Steve, we have a new tropical depression, number 10. Where's it headed?
It's headed straight west right now at about 20 miles per hour, Christina. It's out in the middle of nowhere, though. You don't have to worry about it unless you're on a large ship venturing toward Africa. Let's look at the latest information from the Hurricane Center. There's our tropical depression there, this low pressure center. That was that potent low we saw come off the coast of Africa, moving west at 20 miles per hour. Currently, the winds, maximum winds in the circulation are about 30 miles per hour. That would be on the north side of the circulation. And it's 470 miles west of the Cape Verde Islands, which are over here. Just as a reference, the Windward Islands are way over here, still about 4.5 to 5 days away if it were to continue on a straight track. Now notice the latitude is already at 14, almost 15 north, so the central and southern islands are probably not likely to feel too much of the effects of this. We'll continue to monitor this as it moves to the west or just slightly north of west. Meantime, we have another low pressure here in the central Atlantic. This one's farther north, and notice the upper level winds are from the west in here, and that one is under some significant shear. Now, while we're in the eastern Atlantic, let me show you another feature here. If you're heading toward Europe, powerful little subtropical low pressure center here. There's the center, winds rotating around at about 40 miles per hour or more, producing some very high surf on the northern coast of Portugal and Spain and heading toward France. So if you're heading toward the French Riviera, going to the beach, watch out for dangerous rip currents coming up with waves of about 10 to 15, maybe 20 feet the next 24 to 36 hours. Okay, there's our tropical depression right there. There's the other low pressure center I just showed you there. Now what's going on with all this stuff over here in the Caribbean? We had that tropical low, tropical wave. What's going on with that? Well, let's get a little closer detail of it. It's basically fragmented into two. We have a little trough of low pressure right up here northeast of Puerto Rico, heading to the northwest, west-northwest, and the primary wave is over here south of Cuba. The current upper level winds are fairly fast in the west up here. You can see them moving there with those high feathery clouds, or the high clouds. So this area is not very favorable for development. We don't think too much is going to happen there, but it will spread showers toward the Bahamas. So if you're heading that way, watch out for some shower action. In the meantime, if you're down here in the Caymans tomorrow, you're going to marlin fish or do some scuba diving, watch out for some lightning, because there's quite a bit of shower action in your area, and some of those showers will have lightning in them. In the meantime, the Gulf of Mexico is quiet. We had some showers flaring up here. That's an upper level low. But this low down here will spread toward the Yucatan and into the Gulf of Mexico over the next 36 hours. We'll monitor it for potential development. Right now, there are no signs of that, but we do see some showers over Jamaica. It's going to be a rainy evening there tonight, so eat in rather than out over the next 24 hours there, late in the afternoon. Eastern Pacific, our tropical depression is virtually gone. The last advisory written on it, one low pressure system way down to the southwest, far from the Mexican coast. We're in good shape there. Christina?
All right, hurricane expert Dr. Steve Lyons, thanks for keeping us updated. Now let's take a look at some stormy weather that we're seeing across the U.S. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect and a number of warnings that are in effect right now in the D.C. area, Fairfax and Loudoun counties, as well as Howard and Montgomery, and into Fauquier County in Northern Virginia. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect with all of these areas. Look out for strong gusty winds, and we could also see some hail with these storms as well. As far as flood watches, those are in effect now from Ohio into Pennsylvania as well as into West Virginia, so some of these storms could definitely drop some very heavy rain. And there's much more to come on the second hour of the Weather Center. Stay with us. We'll be back after your local on the 8th.
You'd never hear this from John, but he owns the best car repair shop in town. He's got a well-deserved reputation for getting it right the first time. He listens to his customers. He uses top-quality Napa parts, and he backs up his work every time. Now, as much as we'd like to take credit for it, a shop like John's isn't this good because there's a Napa sign out front. Fact is, there's a Napa sign out front because John's shop is this good.